Good evening. Good evening, audience. We're asking right now for everyone to find your seats, to silence your cell phones. The doors will be closing in 5 minutes, and we'll be ready for our program. Audience, please stand and welcome Dr. Stephen Hunter and the Kirby High School class of 2023. Audience, please remain standing for the posting of the colors and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Audience, you may be seated as we listen to this music selection as we seat our additional guests. Thank you.
Now we will have words of inspiration by Miss Aaliyah Smith and Miss Yasmin Tavares Pena, followed by the welcome with Miss Kayla Mosley. Aaliyah and Yasmin.
Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I am Aaliyah Smith, sharing a few words of inspiration for the graduating class of 2023. Look back and feel proud of what you have achieved. Look ahead and create the bright future that you deserve so much, and have faith in yourself every step of the way. Thank you.
Buenas tardes, padres, administradores, maestros e invitados especiales. Mi nombre es Yasmín Taveras Peña y me presento para compartirles unas palabras de inspiración para la clase graduanda del 2023. Mira hacia atrás y siéntete orgulloso de lo que has logrado. Mira hacia adelante y crea el futuro brillante que tanto mereces. Y asegúrate de tener fe en Dios y en ti mismo en cada paso del camino. Gracias.
Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I'm Kayla Mosley, welcoming you. I would like to start this memorable day off with a quote by Booker T. Washington. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome. Now it is my honor to welcome you to our Kirby High commencement exercises for the Kirby High class of 2023.
Now we will have the charge to the class of 2023 by Mr. Quintez Agnew.
Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I am Quintez Agnew with the charge to Kirby High Class 2023. I am honored to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate this monumentous occasion. As we mark the end of this chapter in our lives, I cannot help but feel a sense of nostalgia and excitement for what lies ahead. First, I want to congratulate each one of my fellow graduates for reaching this milestone. It has taken countless hours of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice to make it to this point. We should all be proud of ourselves for what we have achieved. But as we celebrate our accomplishments, we must also recognize that this is just the beginning of our journey. As we move forward, we will face new challenges, make new friends, and embark on new adventures. We will be entering a world that is constantly changing and evolving, and it's up to us to navigate it with courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to our goals. As we step out into the world, we must remember the values that have brought us this far. We must remain true to ourselves, stand grounded in our beliefs, and always strive for excellence in everything we do. At the same time, we must also be open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of thinking that will help us grow and learn. In closing, I want to thank our families, friends, and teachers who have supported us throughout our academic journey. We could not have made it without their love, encouragement, and guidance. And to my fellow graduates, I wish you all the best in the future endeavors. May we continue to strive for greatness and make a positive impact in this world. Thank you.
Mr. Rayshawn Adams will bring a salute to Kirby High School.
Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I am Rayshawn Adams with a salute. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major milestones of our lives, high school. This is a major step in the journey of our lives, one that should be recognized for its immense significance. It is not only an act of personal commitment, but also one of pride. We all have worked hard to get to this day, and our hard work did not go to waste. A high school diploma is a wonderful tool in this world. one that opened many doors of opportunities for anyone who is committed enough to obtain one. Whenever your future takes you, let it take you somewhere. Life is a journey, and all accomplishments we achieve during this course should be taken as starter points for the further achievements. I salute you all, and I wish all of you success. Have a great rest of your life.
It is time for the salutatorian address by Mr. Marlon Martinez.
Gotcha. Testing. All right. Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I am Marlon Martinez, and I am salutatorian of Kirby High School. I first wanted to start off by thanking you all for coming and attending our graduation ceremony today. I wanted to thank all of my teachers, my counselors, especially Ms. Hall and Ms. Walker, my classmates that helped me along the way, and my family for always having my back whenever I needed people to fall back on. I'd like to thank all the administrators that would monitor us and make sure we were doing right in school, and the friends I made along the way. And a special shout out to Officer Bell. Don't think I forgot about you. And lastly, but definitely not least, I would like to thank Dr. Steven Hunter, who would always support us and motivate us with his profound words of encouragement. Personally, my high school years have been very volatile, consisting of many ups and downs. My 9th grade year was very normal, definitely different, but normal, until March 16, 2020 came along. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Quarantine hit that day, which was actually a positive experience for me, contrary to what many other people have experienced. I actually enjoyed staying home and had a lot of fun, being on my own. But 10th grade year came along, and it was a very different environment. We returned with masks and had to distance ourselves from others. This was definitely a different year for me and actually one of my lower points. Things just did not feel the same. 11th grade year came rolling along, and although we still had masks, things started to feel a little more normal. My 12th grade year was a very stressful one, mainly because of college and all the stress I had to go through trying to pick a college and picking my classes and whatnot. Preparing for college was also stressful because I didn't know if my decisions were any of the right ones. I always wanted to make sure I was making the right decision, and I was terrified of making a decision that would later be wrong in the future. Despite all of this, I enjoyed my senior year, and I can say part of me is sad that it's coming to an end, as I had a bunch of good memories in my high school years. I would also like to recognize my high school years as a learning experience. I have committed many errors in my time as a high schooler, and from those errors, I learned from. One thing I learned from my high school experience is to work with people around you and make the best out of your peers. This is important to me because I've always liked doing things alone. Every time there was a group project or a group assignment, I'd always prefer to work alone every single time. Another thing I learned from my high school experience is time management. Many times I've been caught up in a predicament where I've had too much homework stacked up on each other, and my reasoning will always be, well, it's because I've been working, or, oh, I had other things to work on in life. I would never use my free time on homework and would just use it for video games or anything I'd like doing. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd always do my homework, but I just put extra stress on myself by leaving it to last minute. Even this speech was left for last minute. But simply put, if I would have taken advantage of my off days and used my free time on homework, I would be less stressed, and my high school experience would have been much smoother. That y'all could take that home with you. Frankly put, well, hold on, okay. The last thing I learned from my high school years is to make and have as many friends as you feel necessary. Now, all of our social lives are different, but I guarantee you that you don't want to continue your life alone. Frankly put, it's not possible. Now, I'm not telling you to recruit the U.S. Navy as your friends unless you want to, but at least have just a few friends in your life to make your life just a little bit more fun. Having your little friend group in college and school will make your school life a lot more fun and engaging, and that's coming from someone who don't like talking to people. I think it's safe to say for all of us that our high school years have been very weird. I know for many of us it was just 4 years of nothingness, but for many others, it was a period of 4 years where we matured from being kids into being young adults. 3 years were very critical these years were critical in our lives because many of us learned how to cooperate and tolerate one another, developing our minds slowly and preparing for the real world that's waiting for us. Many of us also have jobs already, which is great. But trust me, there's a lot more waiting for us in the futures. Our graduation today, although a great milestone, is not the end. Let me repeat myself when I say it's not the end. Trust me when I say we have great opportunities and great potential around us, and we need to take advantage of it after our graduation. Take advantage of your opportunities, people. Don't stop here. I would like to conclude this speech with a quote from my favorite soccer player that has really stayed with me for a long time now. The famous Cristiano Ronaldo once said, "We cannot live obsessed with what other people think of us. It's impossible to live like that. Not even God managed to please the entire world." Essentially, there will be people down the line that will be unhappy with you, just because of your mere existence alone. But you must not let that bring you down. Remember that you will never be able to please everyone. There will be people that will want to see you fail no matter what. It's just bound to happen. Do not pay attention to these people and stay away from them. They are no good. Instead, continue on your own path and do not look back. If you need tips or advice, ask a trusted person. Do not pay attention to the roadblocks on your road. There's a way around them, trust me. Keep forward no matter what. The very last thing I want to say is a celebratory word from my favorite soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's known for this Portuguese word that means yes, with the purpose of his trademark celebratory word serving as his own celebration when he scores a goal. I guess you could think of it as his equivalent of "let's go," an all too common phrase used in English when we achieve something. The whole soccer community and some around it know him for his trademark celebration, and I hope you all remember me for the same celebratory word. Thank you so much for listening, and congratulations to Kirby class of 2023. See! I love you guys, man.
Is this your program? All right, great job. Great job, Marley. Now we will have the valedictorian address by Miss Journey Caston.
God be with me. Good evening, parents, administration, teachers, and special guests. I am Journey Caston, your valedictorian for the Kirby class of 2023. Upon reviewing my scholastic journey that has led me to be on this stage today, I found some very interesting things to be. The most important being that change is inevitable in life. Ooh, let me slow down. But growth is a key to life. You might say, well, that is co-equal. However, I'm here to inform you of the difference. Change is the act or instance of making or becoming different, while growth is the act or process or manner of growing, development, or gradual increase. These correlations allow me to share my story today. Starting out from preschool all the way to now has invoked some growth. Can y'all say growth? Y'all sound so good. Beginning with grade school, pre-K, I was very excited. excited to see my teachers, excited to see my new classmates, excited to be at school. You know, not like most kids. Excited, I was excited. On the few feelings that I can recall from that time, I felt like I was stepping into a new world, a world that I was ready to explore. There were new things and ideas I could learn and more adventures to explore. The perspective changed for me when I started second grade. Then I realized that I only had 3 more years of elementary left. I was halfway done. And I was growing out of just learning colors, shapes, and animals. I now had to learn math and spelling words. Before I knew it, I was in 5th grade. I had grown up. There was no more little baby journey. I had reached double digits, and the things that I was doing in the past, I couldn't really do anymore. By this time, my annoyance for elementary school had grown. I felt that I was too grown to be in baby school, and I was ready to leave. Ready to go to middle school and be grown. Entering middle school, I really didn't know what to expect. We moved to East Memphis while I was going to school in the South Memphis area. I knew that I wouldn't know anyone there, that I felt that I would not feel so welcome there. But I had a cell phone, so I was grown and good. Finishing up 8th grade was the highlight of my life for me at the time. I was finally about to go through my last 4 years of school and confinement and be grown for real. Looking back on it, I realized that I had grown, but I saw growth. Can y'all say growth for me again? Very good. I learned how to maneuver through friendships and friends that were not really my friends, but they were my friends, I guess. Taking all of that into account, though, my mindset was now that I've grown out of this place. I'm too grown up for middle school. Then I enrolled at Kirby. With 8th grade summer ending and 9th grade year fast approaching, and all that was on my mind was how ready I was to be grown. I got there on my first day of school and looked up to all my other classmates like, yeah, I'm here with the grown folks for real, yeah. Our 9th grade year, we were just filling out Kirby, and Kirby was filling us. Because if you've been here all 4 years, you know that our class was living the freedom of high school. You could just look down our hallway and tell. 10th grade year, I loved. I got to stay at home all day, pass all my classes with A's. 10th grade was my year. 2020 through 2021 were not just COVID years, they were my years. Granted, I wasn't that social of a person. I know that for some of you all, that was not ideal, and you wished it was different. Being at home all day was lame, not being able to see the classmates that you've just become close with the last year, you didn't get to hang out with them. Everyone has their different feelings about that year. But all in all, though, we ended up getting through it. So therefore, our 11th grade year, we came back to school. I saw that year how quickly during my experiences, how life could so quickly be snatched away from me. I challenged myself to join and participate in a lot of school activities, almost everything you could think of that year. It was a year to remember. 12th grade year. I took that pause because in just saying that, I know some memories of just this year came flooding back. As I take it all in, I know I am at the place where I could only dream of being, wondering what it would be like to be here, and it feels good to finish. Looking back over my educational timeline and laying out my experience, you could probably relate to them. But even before our graduation, there were our great-great-grandparents in history. From them, we have learned about injustices, opportunities not being offered, and historians and inventors not getting the recognition that they deserve for the color of their skin. However, Today is a different day and time, and that way has been paved. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that he had a dream. Now we are living the dream. We must have a dream as our former leaders and parents did, not to become the next millionaire or Kim Kardashian, but to change generations, change mindsets. We must set our standards on becoming the next generation that will invent the next major program or app. We must become the CEO with the next Fortune 500 company. We must be role models to be able to pull the generation below us to a different level. We must set ourselves up to be able to afford someone the opportunity to go to college or trade school, or just to give guidance, hoping that the person in need would take heed. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." High school is not our final destination of success. If we run into obstacles and we may sometimes feel defeated, failure is not fatal. Fatality comes when we give up on pursuing our dreams. We must continue to survive, do our best, and find what we love to do. In the end, we must accept growth. I've said grown and growth a lot throughout my speech. Grown is done. Growth is furthering exponentially. So, keep growing to be the best that you can be. As the famous Muhammad Ali said, he who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. So, Kirby family, as I bid you a farewell, I wish you all the success. Think big and dream bigger, because the sky is the limit, only if we aim for it.
All right, wonderful job by our salutatorian and valedictorian. Next, Counselor Kendra Walker will have the Honor Awards presentation.
I'll stand to the side so you all can see me. I left my heels at home. I would like to. I need Journey Caston and Marlon Martinez back to the stage. To Dr. Honor, special guests, Kirby faculty, parents, and friends. I am Ms. Walker, the 11th grade counselor. I am here to present the valedictorian and salutatorian of Kirby High School with an honorary plaque designed specifically for each honoree. I would first like to acknowledge Kirby's salutatorian. The salutatorian is the student that has the second highest grade point average in a graduating class. Marlon Martinez, would you please come forward to receive your plaque? Lastly, I would like to acknowledge Kirby's valedictorian. The valedictorian is the student with the highest grade point average in a graduating class. Journey Caston, would you please come forward to receive your plaque? Thank you.
School Counselor Mary Hall will come with the recognition of scholarship recipients.
Hello. Thank you, Ms. Morrow. Good evening to Dr. Hunter, Stephen Hunter, special guests, faculty, parents, and the graduating class of 2023. It has been an honor to serve as your senior counselor. All of your efforts and persistence has led to this noteworthy achievement, well worth celebrating. Now you are ready to begin your journey towards a successful life. As a result of your hard work, you have been accepted to over 75 colleges and universities, along with armed forces. Such great accomplishments should not be taken for granted. We are proud of your accomplishments. With an exceptional special thanks to Sergeant Araya, U.S. Army, and our Agape partnership, Ms. Owens and Mr. Anthony Sledge and Ms. Jacqueline Johnson. With these acceptances, the Kirby High School graduating class of 2023 has been awarded over $15 million in scholarships and financial aid. Thank you, and let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations, class. Next, we will have the Big Cougar, Dr. Stephen Hunter, with a special rendition, "A Change Is Gonna Come" by Sam Cooke. Let's give it up for Dr. Stephen Hunter.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Hunter, the Big Cougar, with our afternoon announcements. All right. I love all of you, but to love you is to what? All right. All right. Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. I have with me some very special people who are here with us. I want to introduce all of them to you. We have Dr. Michael Lowe, who is a Kirby graduate from the Equity Office. He's the Equity Office Director. Also, we have Ms. Melita Thomas, who's the Director of Division of Alternative Education. We have our Assistant Superintendent of High Schools, Ms. Doja Generette Walker. And standing with me today, who's going to do us this great honor, is our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Angela Whitelaw. Dr. Whitelaw. Dr. Whitelaw, Kirby High School has 219 students who meet the graduation requirements set forth by the State of Tennessee Department of Education and Memphis-Shelby County Schools. We ask that you would award these diplomas to these students.
Good evening. By the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee and the Memphis-Shelby County School Board, Dr. Hunter, I release diplomas to be awarded to the members of the 2023 graduating class of Kirby High School. Congratulations.
For the first diploma presentation, we want to recognize the memory of our beloved Tamisha Russell. We're asking her family to come to the stage to receive her honorary diploma first and foremost. And on behalf of Kirby High and the family, we want to let them know that we'll always remember Tamisha as a part of this class as they come. Come on and give them a round of applause and show them a big cougar. Welcome to the stage.
Row one, please stand. Journey Caston. Marlon Martinez. Quintez Agnew. Yasmin Tavares Pena. Kamori Marie Brooks. Raymond Lavelle Wilson. Jonathan Varner. Nadia Burnett. Kayla Mosley. Marlon White. Deani Cowley. Ariana Walker. Tamaya Puckett Smith. Tyshawn Smith. Markayla McDowell. Cameron Thomas. Jocelyn Valdez. Kendall Coleman. Aaliyah Smith. Roger Maradiega. Taylor Williams. Katie Morales. Amaya Holmes. Rayshawn Adams. Please stand row 2. Wait. Row 1, you may be seated. Row 1, you may be seated. Diana Aguilar Santiago. Emily Aguilar Santiago. Amaya Anderson. Angelo Arnold. Darian Arrington. Christiana Askew. Jaden Austin. Cameron Ayers. Antonio Banks. Yair Baolaga Calix. Fatu Bayo. Darian Bale. Tavares Bogan. Darius Bowie. Eugene Boylan. Aaron Branch. Joshua Braxton. Amaya Burks. Kavion Burnett. Tavares Burns. Jemiah Burrell. Demaya Butler. Montreal Coffee. Cordarius Campbell. Aaron Carter. Aiden Serta. Datarius Cheris. Isaiah Coburn. Darian Cole. Derica Cole. Aaliyah Coleman. Kalia Coleman. Caleb Collins. Jatavius Crockett. Zycavius Crossford. Elijah Darby. Amaya Davis. Marcus Davis. Tidarius Davis. Tyler Davis. Kimberly De Los Santos. Lamisha Dennis. Alasia Dotson. First and last name. What's your name? Isaiah Douglas. Daquan Duckett. Madison Edwards. Sylvester Eichelberger. Deshaun Farrell. Marcus Freeman. Row 2, remain standing. Row 3, please stand. Row 2, remain standing. Row 2, you may be seated. Row 2, you may be seated. Tanya Flake. Tanaya Gators. Naya George. Keisha Gilbert. Nakia Glover. Amon Green. India Gregory. Ashley Griffin. Constance Groves. Falu Gay. Aeneas Gwynn. Spencer Hewlett. Jeremy Harrington. Kiara Harris. Malik Harris.
Deshaun Henderson. Cabrisha Hayes. J.C. Henry. Jalen Hayden. Jordan Herman. Kevon Hines. Jada Holmes. Jayla Hobson. Anastasia Horn. Calvian House. Eve Howell. Brian Jackson. Jamila Jackson. Joseph Jackson. Taylor Jackson. Makia James. Micaiah James. Ashley Jasquez Vasco. Jordan Jefferson. Cornisha Jeffries. Justin Johnson. Malik Johnson. Dalwan Joyner. Brenda Jones. Cameron Jones. Courtney Jones. Tia Jones. Alexander Jordan. Alexis Jordan. Pascal Jose. Jakaria Joyner. Killian Kelly. Naya Knight. Devian Koger. Demarion Levy.
All right, row 3, you may be seated. Row 4, please stand and come forward.
Nigeria Lewis. They green. Carlos Long. Edward Love. Najee Lowe. Roncarius Lee. Marcella Macas. Malachi Malone. Maya Malone. Ranisha Manning. Shanisha Manning. DeAndrea Marshall. Carlos Martinez Cruz. Antonio Mason. Brian Mason. Jeremiah Mason. Hado Mara. Eric Mays. Victoria McLean. Desiree McDaniel. Christopher McGee. Philip McGee. Kelly McMiller. Princess McNally. Jade Medina. Kaden Mitchell.
Jasmine Martinez. Yamaya Mitchell.
Emmanuel Montes. Amber Moore. Mardacious Moore. Jakayla Morris. Jordan Morris. Tierra Morris. Shakaya Mo. Jataya Neal. Courtney Newton. Solange Nirmagisha. George Page. Angelica Pascal. Dominique Patterson. Madison Pointer. Deasia Pollard. Kiana Proctor. Rod Pye. Ricardo Ramirez. Kendall Reed. And Quinette Reed. Keziah Rimmer. Jose Rios. Isaiah Robinson.
Row 4, you may be seated. Row 5, come forth.
Delano Roberts. Amaya Robinson. Arian Robinson. Valerie Rosales. Michaela Sanders. Marco Santiago. Ashi Segura. Jordan Shepard. Isaiah Simpson. Eldridge Sims. Adaria Smith. Sade Smith. D'Ariel Street. Christopher Sullivan. Kelsey Tate. Maya Tate. Tyranny Tate. Tristan Taylor. Aja Thomas. Caleb Thompson. William Thompson. Dwayne Thornton. Morgan Torrey. Tanaya Turner. Tony Walter. Prentice Walters. Adrian Walton. Raven White. Xavier White. Shakaria Wiggins. Selena Wilkins. Christine Williams. Courtney Williams. Jamie Williams. Marshayla Williams. Kiara Williams. Zachary Williams. LaQuincy Wilson. Catavia Wiley. Antonio Young. Kimberlyn Santiago. Terrence Winfrey. Jasmine Carpenter. Natavia Anderson. Johnny Wilson. Is that it?
All right. All right, graduates, listen up. I want you to take that tassel and move it from left to right. Move that tassel to the right side. Presenting the Kirby High School class of 2023. Let's go. I'm done. I'm trying to give you some marching music. You got it.
All right. Hello.